Go. All right, bet. So everybody, Jay Morrison, you already know, and Tamika Mallory behind the camera, my publicist, who is getting a financial freedom lesson for free. And so I'm going to give the information to you all as well. We're going to record it. And as you see, we're in a real meeting, on stage, real chicken wings. And so anyway, in building financial freedom, the first step to building financial freedom is you gotta take inventory of what your financially free life looks like to you. Meaning, you have to look at like, okay, if you live the lifestyle that you want to live, meaning like, okay, I know that based on my eating out, you gotta really look at your current budget. That's one thing. Look at your current budget of what you spend per month where. So like if you spend $3,000 or $1,000 or $500 a month eating out, you gotta look like if you want to keep that pace up, or you gonna cut down on that, or would that increase in your ideal financially free life? So let's just say at Tamika, I'm sure a meal a day at least, eating out at about $30 a meal, and let's say $50 a meal, $50 a meal, at least one a day, maybe two a day?
Sometimes two.
All right, so we'll say one a day times $50 is $1,500 a month. Now, just say you do 2 meals a day half the month, so you'll say another $50 for half the month. So we'll say $2,000. $2,000 per month for your food budget. That's just your out food budget, right? Then just say all your house expenses, right? Cable bill, electric bill, rent, luxury apartment that you're gonna own, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These living expenses for your home life, just say, are $3,500 a month.
More.
Okay. $4,000 a month.
Okay.
Okay. So $4,000 a month. Right? Then just say you figure out how much per month that you actually want to put away for savings. That you want to actually put away for your retirement, for your kids, for college, for vacations, for whatever. So just say that number is, you want to save $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, say $2,000 a month.
Yep, $2,500.
$2,500 a month. So you want to put $2,500 a month away into long-term investments. Cool. Then you have your other travel and enjoyment, right? Outside of eating out, there's other enjoyment and things that you want to do as well. So let's say another $25 a month. Right? Which could be more, right? So then you got your car.
Yep.
Car, gas, travel, tolls, car note, insurances.
Jeez, that's another $1,000 a month.
Another $1,000 a month, all right? Now, when you're doing your financial freedom, that might be, maybe you got 2 cars in your perfectly financially free life. Maybe your car is a Bentley, maybe it's a whatever, right? So your financial freedom life, you'll write whatever that looks like. So then we'll go into just other like basic insurances, living expenses, any other investments you want to make into your education, right? Seminars, things like that for your personal development, personal growth, health and wellness, gym, all those kind of things. So we'll just say for your personal growth a month, we'll say, let's give it another $1,000, $750 to $1,000.
Okay.
For all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna take that off the top of my head, and we got 2,000, 4,000 in reduction. Now we're at 6, we're at 8.5, we are at 9, we're at 11, 12, 13. So 13,000 per month, right? And figuring that you, in your ideal world, will be living even more comfortable than this, right? Maybe a little bit.
Little bit. Un poquito.
Yeah, not like double, but.
Un poquito.
Okay, so we're at 13. So let's just say even 15,000 a month, right? I didn't include shopping, clothes, hair, but I didn't include
Nails.
yeah.
Waxing. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, we include that. Right? So what this says to me, right, this is how every celebrity, every everyday Joe, college student, anyone, how you gotta look at your life is like, one, what's my life reasonably cost me right now? What will my life look like in the future for my financial freedom? What does it cost me to live per month, the life of my comfortability? So if you know it's $15,000 a month, then you need to work backwards in regards to how that $15,000 a month comes in. Because where we don't want it coming in is by you being an employee and having to earn it through working for someone else. And where we still really don't want it coming in is you being an employee for yourself, meaning that you're self-employed, but you have to work like a mad woman in order to make that money for yourself. It's great to make it for yourself and not somebody else, right? So you're owning your business, which is great an asset, but inevitably you want to be able to build yourself out of your business or have enough residual income coming in from investments to where you could just kick your feet up, put your hands behind your head, kick your feet up, and have $15,000 a month coming in covering your lifestyle without you working like a crazy person.
Slave.
Yeah, I was gonna say that word too.
Yeah.
Like a chattel slave.
Right, exactly.
So, in doing that, things we will look at will be like real estate assets, building a real estate portfolio that could bring you in rental income that would equal $15,000 a month. So, for instance, if you bought, say, there was a 18-unit building, right, that brought in $6,000 a month profit after all expenses. So now you take that $6,000 off of that, so now you got $9,000 left that you have to work towards alleviating, right? So now in that building, we'll work backwards. So it's like, okay, Jay, it's like, how do we get enough assets going, or how do I get my business flowing in a manner in which I can work myself out of it, or these assets are working for me in a way that I can live my life on autopilot. That's the whole goal. So if we already got $6,000 coming from the building, it's like, what do we got to do to get that building? Right, work backwards. Okay, so to buy the building, you're gonna need, it's a $1 million building, right? It costs $1 million, you'll need 30% down. So you're gonna need $300,000 down payment. You'll need, say, $25,000 in reserves and a 680 credit score. So we just work backwards and knowing what it would take you to get these things done. So it's like, all right, well, first goal is I need to start spending less, stacking more, so I can get this $300,000 saved up. So I can put this $300,000 down on my building with $325,000 with reserves, so that way I can have $6,000 coming in a month to chip away at my long-term goal of pure financial freedom. So that will force us to make the cuts in our budget in enjoyment right now, so that way we can live good forever and live good later. So you'll never really do that if you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan, you don't have an actual strategy that you're working towards. So like that's what we do. Like we make money, we good hustlers as people, but we just freestyle hustle. And like we know we want to sell, I want to save 30, I want to save 100, I want to save 250, whatever it is, but what are you saving for? What is it that you're working towards your end goal? So everyone's end goal should be financial freedom, which is basically where you can financially be free without doing any work, and your assets, meaning your businesses or your real estate portfolio or stock portfolio or any other assets, make you residual money to support your lifestyle, how you see it. And that should be everybody's goal in our culture, is to make all the tough decisions now that we gotta make and have enough knowledge base to be able to make those decisions on how we create the assets and the vehicles to fund our life so we can blow money slow. That's the game.